All right, what's going on, guys? So yesterday I made a YouTube short on how to understand the auctioneer. Today we got some live video. We're gonna do a quick breakdown of how auctions work, understanding that it's chant. All right, his chant can be very intimidating if this is your first time buying an auction, but trust me, there is a lot of information that he's saying that don't mean a whole bunch of stuff. And if you can remember high numbers and low numbers, you can go to any auction in the world and it don't matter if they're selling grandma's couch or they're selling elephants. So let's do a breakdown.
One. By the head here, 25 to get 30. By the head, 25 to get 30. Yeah, 25 little Billy's, 25 to get 30, 30, 30.
25 would you give 30, 25 would you give 30. 25 is a low number, 30 is a high number. So he's starting to bid off at 25.
30, 30, 30, 30, 25 to get 30. Yeah, 25, $30, 25 to get 30, $10, 15, 30.
All right. I'm glad that happened because that's very common in auctions where auctioneer's going to evaluate what he thinks the purchase price should be. 25, would you give 30? 25, would you give 30? He's going to ask that a few times. Nobody's bidding on that, so he dropped it to 10. And then you'll see that once it drops to 10, that's when the bidding is going to start. So he dropped it to $10 right now.
40, 40, 40, 35, 40, Dylan, your man's out. 5, yeah, 45, 40, here to 5, 40, here to 5, 40, here to 40, here to 5. Sold him $40 a head.
So right here, we got 4 head of goats being sold. Right. Normally, they're going to give you an indication if it's male, female, or we're selling wethers.
Yeah, 45, all the money, 40, here to 5, 40, 50, yeah, town, 50, 60, here to 60, here to 5.
All right. So again, listen to high numbers and low numbers, okay? All right. So we went from 45, I believe, was the initial bid. Now he's at 70. All right, went to 80. Now he's asking 5, so that's 85.
85, here to 5, yeah, 85, 85, 90 down, 90 down.
All right, so we got $85 bet. Now he's asking 90.
All
right, so again, these auctions, they work quick. All right, so we went from, I believe, 85, 90, 95. Now it's asking 100. Okay. All right, so right here towards the end of the sale, he's going to ask again 100, 100. Anybody give 100, 100? Will anybody give 100?
Sold him $95.
And $95 was the sale price. So again, guys, if y'all go into auctions and you're listening for high numbers and low numbers, the low number is the current price. The high number is the number that you need to spend in order to purchase that goat.
Just breaking yearling, tell you what, sell it by the head, 150.
All right. If you ever hear the word breaking yearlings, you're talking about a goat who's almost a year old, a goat who is a year old. Okay. This goat's been weaned and it's ready to go. Right. So we're selling this goat by the head.
By the head, 60, yeah, 150, 60, by the head, down 150.
All right, so we started bid at 150. 150 is asking 60.
Sold him 165
and this goat sold for 165. So again, guys, listen for high numbers, listen for low numbers. The high number is the number he's asking for. The low number is the current price.
1X. $285.90, $2.85.90 on the way.
All right. So this one's, I believe you started at 285, 285.90. High number, low number. Okay.
Weather, 285.90, 285.90 down,
I'm not sure if you heard him say weather. Okay, a weather is going to be a male who has his balls cut.
Yeah, 275, 270, here to 580. Yeah,
All right, so started at 275 here, 275, 80.
280 down, 285, 285, 285, 285, 90, 90, 90, 90, 92, 92, 92, 95. We're out, 90. Yeah, 2, 92, 90, hit it.
All right, so you heard it, we're out. We're out. So whoever was the initial bidder who got in at 280, they're out because now the price is 285. Now he's asking for 290.
90, here to 90, here to 90, here to 285, 92, 92, 92, 85, 90, here to 90, here to 285, $2 down, $90, 285, 90. Sold him 285.
Again, guys, like once you understand high numbers and low numbers, all his filler words, no matter how much showmanship he has, how cool it sounds, you can scratch all that. That's just information to try to get excitement to get you on a bid.
13 hand boys, tell you what, pretty good little lamb.
Okay, so this one, when we're at sale barns, um, if they don't have like a shotgun type of corral system in the back, these goats, sheep, they're all gonna be broken up by lots. Okay, so 13 of these sheep came from one farm. Listen, if you're going to a sale barn, let's say you're looking to purchase sheep, and maybe you just want to buy one, or you want to buy two. Don't try to get them to split this lot up, okay? Because they're going to try to sell this lot as a group. So if you see floppy ear, cool spotted sheep, and you want it number 1911, whatever marker it is on the sheep, let's say you wanted that one. If you're not prepared to buy all 13, wait until a smaller lot comes around, okay? Um, and I'm saying this so if this is your first time, all right, wait till a smaller lot comes around. There will be lots of 3 where if you only want one, go ahead and then when you win that bid, let it be known, hey, I only want 1821. Whatever the sticker number is, I only want that one. Make it be clear that you only want that one.
Here you occupy down. Here they are on 40 here them pie. You 245 pie. About a Frederick family. 240 here them pie. You 245 pie. About a 245 pie. About a 240 here them pie. 240 here them pie. All the money 5 pie. About a 240.
All right, so on the money beats, he got his number. Okay, so again, listen for high numbers and low numbers.
40 here, you 245, 2.5, you 245, 7 and a half, 50 here, 50 here, 50 here, 2, 2, 2 and a half, 52, 2, 2 and a half, 52, 2, 2 and a half, 52 and a half, 52 and a half, 5, about a 255, about a 2 and a half here, 52 and a half, about a 255, about a sold them 252 and a half, 209, 509. Look at her there. Thank you, sir. What'd you say about this one, Clay? I just got a little rupture, guys, right there by the head. $30, 5 now, 30 here, 5, 40 here, 5, yeah, 45, 5, by the head now, $40, 45, here we go, 40 here,
All right, so sure y'all heard we're at $40. He's asking $45 per purchase sheep.
45, 5, 40, now 5, 40 here, 40 here, 40 here, 5, sold him $40, 5.
And that sheep was sold for $40. Again, guys.
$100 by the head now, $100, 105, about $100, 5. Yep, 105, about all the money, 10, 10, 15, 15, 15, 20, 125, about 30 here, 30 here, about 40 here, 40 here, 140, 135, 40 here, 135, 40.
All right. So I'm not sure if you heard what anybody give. So we're currently at 135. When anybody give 40, so he's asking for 140. Current selling price is at 135.
At $135, $140, $135.40, sold them 135, 210 on two by the head.
Again, guys, I'm gonna keep saying it. If you can remember high numbers and low numbers, you can buy anything in this world. I get what he's saying is going quickly, and then it's kind of hard to understand it. But if you just listen for the numbers, a high number and a low number, you can buy anything on this world that's sold at auction.
Hey, by the head, 130 here to buy. Yeah, 135.
All right, 130 here now, five. Starting price at $130. He's asking for 135.
By the head, 130 here to buy. By the head, 130 here to buy. 130 here to buy. 130 here to buy. 135. All the money. 130 here to buy. 130 here to buy. 135. 135. Hit everybody else. 135. 135. 135. 130 here to buy. Sold him 130.
Again, guys, I hate to sound like a broken record, but if we listen to high numbers and low numbers, that's the key to auctions. Okay.
21 on 7 on 6. 7. 21 on 7. You're right, Clay. 21 on 7. Yeah, $20 fine. Little Billy by the head, $20, 25. Yeah, 25 pound. About a 20 here to about a 20 pound pound 25, 30, 35 pound. About a 40 here to 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 35, 40. Yeah, 5 pound. About a 50. Down 50, 45, 50, you're both down. 45, 50 here to 50 here to 45, 50 down 5. About a 55, 50 here to about 60, 55, 50 get 60 now 5. Yeah, 65 pound. About a 65, 65, 65, 60. No, you're out. 60 here to 5, 60 bucks, 5, 70. Down 70, down 5, 70 here to 5, 70 here to 5, about 70 here to 5. Sold them to you, 70 bucks, 70 bucks. We're going on number 204. Sold them $2.60, $2.60, 2093, 2093. Right there, 50, down 5 by the head, 50 here, down 5. Yeah, 55, 5, about 60, 55, 50, 60, 55, 50, 60, 5, 5, about 60 here, down about 65, 5, by the head, 70, down 70, down 70, down 70, 75, 5, down 75 here, down $80, 75, 50, 80 here, down 75, 50, 80 here, down 75, 50, 80, sold them 75, 210, 1 by the head.
75, anybody give 80? 75, anybody give 80? 75, see current price. Would anybody give 80? Good, guys. I hate to sound like a broken record. Keep saying the same thing. But if you go to the auction process and you think high numbers and low numbers, it doesn't matter how good of an auctioneer he is. If you listen for high numbers and low numbers, you can feel confident in purchasing and go. Hopefully this video helps. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for all the new subscribers, and we'll catch you on the next one.